Awesome. Guys, we are so excited for this announcement that we have to share with you. Hopefully you've seen in the hub already, we have a new onboarding system, and we want to go over that with you today. We are super excited about this. Like, this has been months in the making. We're going to jump right into it. But first, I know there's been some people that have been able to experience it, right? Josh?
Yeah, Nate. Like this is so cool. Like I've already heard from leaders that have gone all the way or partway through the onboarding platform, and comments I'm hearing is how simple it is, how on point it is. And one of the key comments I heard was, this is going to take so much pressure off of me to get my new people going and started. And that's one of the key objectives of this onboarding, is to take that pressure off of you as their leader and allow them to go through this onboarding tool, learn what they need to learn so they can get started fast, and then increase retention. So those are two key things. Take the pressure off you, increase retention so that they stay around longer, and help them earn faster. So already some really good feedback from the field just in the few hours this morning. So I'm excited. I can't wait.
That's awesome. Yeah, I've heard some great things about it as well. I've been able to go through it. I think it's going to be amazing. So we're actually going to take you through it a little bit. If you've already experienced it, comment below. Let us know what your thoughts are. I'd be interested to see. So let me pull up this PowerPoint here. We're just going to share a little presentation. Then we'll go into the hub. We're going to look at it, and we're gonna go through this and show you how you can start to use it. So I'm going to multitask here for just a second. This can be interesting. Perfect. Awesome. So it's launched today. This is a global onboarding program, something that everybody in every market has access to. And as Josh mentioned, the goals are to increase retention, help you keep your new team members on board for longer, allow them to have some engagement, and then simplify the access to the resources that we have. Right? We have so many resources. We want to make it easy for people to be able to use it. So the program, not only is it going to be easier to find resources, but we have some notifications that we've updated. So we have mail, we have text, there's others. We have an onboarding widget, which you're going to experience. If you haven't already, we'll show you where you can find that. There's an orientation for new associates that also existing associates can go to. And we've updated the training landing page. And it's a lot easier to navigate. So first off, with onboarding notifications, basically we've taken the communications, we've streamlined it. It's there to inform, to encourage, and guide to ideal experiences. Okay, so that's what the purpose is. You can see here's a couple examples of some of the emails that will be sent out. So basically, once you get a new team member on, this is probably something that as an existing associate probably won't have access to experience it, but as a new associate, they're going to get an email very quickly. Like within the first 30 minutes, I believe it is, they're going to get an email saying, hey, we're so happy you're here. Check out these tools. Here's a simple sign-on. And then strategically, I believe it's throughout the first week or 2 weeks, there's several other email notifications to help keep them engaged, to help guide them forward. The onboarding widget. Now, this is a step-by-step guide that helps them set up their business, and it helps track progress as well. So one thing I've heard a lot of is, when I join, what do I do next? You know, if I have a new associate, if I have a new team member, what do I tell them to do next? And this is going to help provide that information, help them have a direction on where they can go. So the first thing is this onboarding widget is going to be available for the first 90 days. At the top, when somebody logs in for their first 90 days, they'll be able to see this onboarding widget. Basically, it says jumpstart your business, and it has those steps. It's a step-by-step process. And it's the first thing there you can see is completing the associate orientation. They have completing the ethics certification, download the Customer Connect app, personalize your website, change your notification settings. So all these things you can see underneath them. It's a very quick, easy steps to be able to do. We didn't want to prolong it and drag it out to be hours or days. The first thing it says about 10 minutes to complete. The ethics certification, about 20 minutes. And again, we're going to go look at that in a little bit more detail. So associate orientation, again, it's a 20-minute introduction to USANA. We're going to go into that a little bit. If you haven't been able to check it out already, we'll go experience that together. But you can see on this particular slide, this is exactly where you can find it. We'll show you how you can get there. Again, a new associate can just click on that widget at the top of the hub when they log in. We'll show you where you can get it as an already established associate, so that you can help your team and you know exactly what's in that associate orientation. But basically, there's different modules, I guess you could call them: an introduction to USANA, an overview of the hub, overview of the My USANA website. There's Customer Connect, Intro to Earning Potential, and the information on engaging with the USANA community. Okay. Now the training page. So we told you there's so many resources available. And I think up until now, it's kind of like you had to know where things were, or you had to kind of navigate a little bit to be able to find it. Well, we've organized the content so it's easy for you to find. It's all in one place. So this is what it's going to look like. And again, we'll show you this in just a minute. So it's not just a picture here, but the training tab on the left side of the screen when you log into the hub, it's got a whole new layout. Okay, so now there's access to the onboarding widget. It's easy to navigate. We basically went through and we categorized it so you can search by category in terms of what it is you want to find. And there are shortcuts to find what you need quicker. Okay, now all this is great. We're telling you this right now, but also we want you to be aware that you're going to see more about this. Your team's going to see more about this as well. So really, we have an associate email that's already gone out. We'll have other email communication that's going to go out. We have text messages that are going to be going out as well. We'll show you on the hub. There's a rotating story. We do have a landing page for it. We will be sharing this on Facebook. So if you're watching this in the associate community page, it's going to be there. We'll post it on our Facebook page as well, on our Instagram pages. And then there's going to be an e-card available today as well in the media center. So that way you can take it and you can share it with your teams. Okay, again, after it's launched, we're going to do all those things again. We want to make sure that everybody knows that this is available. Okay, now the bottom there is an auto dialer. I don't know if you've received a call from me or TJ or Steph recently just saying, hey, we're excited for this thing here, and directing you somewhere. That's our auto dialer. It allows us to be able to send a call to everybody. So we're going to try to get you over an email. And if email is not the way you communicate, text. And if text isn't the way you communicate, social media. And if that's not the way you communicate, we're going to be calling. Okay. So we're going to try to make sure that everybody, again, is aware of this. And on top of that, what we want to do is we want to train, right? We want to be able to provide and make it easy and provide opportunities for you to be able to really understand what this is and understand how you can take advantage of this as well. So we're going to have leader onboarding implementation calls. So each week we're going to go through, we're going to show the orientation. We might go through like a module, have a discussion about it. And that way, if you, if you have a new team member, they can jump on and they can follow us as we go through it together. If it's a refresher, something that you've already gone through, but maybe you get a different perspective, or you can answer some questions that maybe other people have as we're on these calls. Those will be available. We're going to continue to announce this on our Monday calls every month. We have our monthly calls. We'll announce that as well. And as we're talking with you and we're talking with your teams, we want to make sure that you're comfortable in using this. And really, not only do we want you to be comfortable to use it, but we also want you to be comfortable in being able to explain this to your teams and knowing how you can implement it. So as we've launched this today, hopefully you'll be able to see how this can fit within your team and within your onboarding process. And if you don't have an onboarding process, this can be something that you can start to use. But we're also going to show you how you can start to implement it from other leaders and other team members who have done it, and let them share their examples as well. So really, we're going to provide as much support as we can to help you feel comfortable in using this new onboarding system. So with that, I'm going to have to navigate back here. I'm going to go actually into the hub, and I'm going to show you where you can find all this information. Loving this layout, easy to find in the place that makes sense. Yes, Facebook user. That is true. Michael Hollander said, Michael Hollander said that this will be recorded. We can record it. We'll put it on a playlist. That's fine. And then another one said hi. So awesome. Well, let me go to the hub and let me show you And if there were other comments that were showing up as I was going through the PowerPoint, I couldn't see them. So hopefully you were able to read those and view it. Let me check here. It is this one. Okay. Let me go reset. So we'll go back to here. So as of right now, hopefully I'm coming through clearly. I just got an unstable message that my internet's unstable, but hopefully I'm coming through clear that you can hear what I'm saying. The hub has a new announcement right here. The new onboarding tool is available for your team. Okay, so if we go here and we click on learn more, it's going to take us to allow us to set up our team members for success. Now, if I want to, now my screen's going pretty slow and I apologize for this. So I'm going to go and I can click on completing the onboarding, but this basically shows you exactly what it is that this is doing. Basically the PowerPoint that we went through shows what we want to have the new person be able to accomplish. And again, you can go through this as well and experience this on your own and accomplish these tasks on your own. So by clicking on that, it takes us to this page, the onboarding new team members, right? Again, it's a reiteration of what we went through in the PowerPoint. So I'm not going to read through this. I'm not going to talk about it, but you can either click on these different links down here, or you can go over here and you can click on it here. So we have the onboarding emails. Again, those are the emails we talked about in the PowerPoint. But you can see there's a little bit more examples. I'm going to go to the new associate orientation in a minute, but the onboarding widget, again, this is going to show up at the top of the page so you can see what that is. And again, that's for those who have joined the business within their first 90 days. That widget will show up at the top of the hub. Okay, for you, you can go here, you can see what this is, and you have the same access as they do. It's just finding it here. Okay. Now, when that rotating story isn't there anymore, if you come over to, we'll go over to training, and we'll go to all training right here, onboarding new team members, and it takes you to this page as well. Okay. So again, if we go to training, all training, and we want to go to the new associate orientation, I'll click on that in just a second, but you can see on this training page, it's so much easier to find what you're looking for. Like we said, that we organized it. So we have products, right? If you want to see everything products, we can click, there's a few options right here, but you can click see all and it will provide more options. Business, we've taken all of the business training, we've put it under the one category. If you click on see all, it will show you more. I'm not going to because my internet seems to be struggling right at the moment, so I don't want to do anything extra there. But let's go to the associate orientation. So if we click on this associate orientation, what it'll do is it takes you to this page. It shows you how you can log in, and I'm going to click on start course. Now, if I click on start course, it brings up this page. Now, on this page, you can see there's other options. You can go look at advertising. You can see, you know, what USANA recommends in terms of you wanting to create your own advertisements. Speaker certification. If you want to go through and see, you know, what we require of those who are speaking at major events, like, you know, conventions coming up, for example, all of the speakers go through this certification. Ethics in Action certification. That's another one where it's on the widget, completing the Ethics in Action course. They also have social sharing strategies for social media. Sharing USANA products, sharing your stories and lifestyle claims, but here is the associate orientation. So if we click on launch course, I'm actually going to do this a little bit different there, but if we click on launch course, it will bring up this page, and I'm going to go to another page here, and it takes us to this. Okay, so this is the new associate orientation. It's very sleek. It's very easy to navigate. And I'm just going to scroll through so you can kind of see how it shows up and what it looks like and what the contents are to some degree. But I want you to be able to experience it on your own. So right here, if we see Systems for Success, it's a welcome to USANA. If I scroll down, it's very easy to read. There's a welcome video. So if you learn by reading, you can read. If you learn by watching, you can watch. And basically, we just want to be able to help somebody start fresh right away to get successful and to set up their system so that they can have the success. So we go into the details of what the hub is. There's a video. We talk about the personal usana.com website, and there's a video that explains that. And we talk about Customer Connect app. Okay, so that's really it. And then we give a call to action. Okay, so at the call to action, there's some things that they can complete. And once they do that, let me see here. Then we click on continue. I've already clicked on continue. So when we click on continue, it just goes to the next section, embody the USANA lifestyle. Now I'm going to show this, and this is as much as I'm going to show in terms of the actual onboarding system here, the associate orientation, only because I want you to, again, go through and experience it a little bit more detail than what we have going on right now. We talk about being a product of products. We talk about, ways that you can start to incorporate taking your products and some of the product information as well. Just a high level, few bullet points, some health benefits. So you and your new person have some talking points. Maybe they don't know what Coquinone 100 is. They don't know what it's all about. They can learn just a few things so they can start to understand and be able to talk about it and be able to start sharing it. And at the bottom here, we have a knowledge check. Now, I'm not going to show you the knowledge check, but here's an example. So the USANA probiotic, we've already gone through. We've looked at what it is. So if I go to here and I click on it, I didn't want to do that one. I wanted to do it right here. So I've matched it up right there, right? And then I go through and do all the other ones. Once I hit submit, that's the call to action for this one. And once I hit submit, then I can go to continue and I can go to the next page. But we've made it interactive. We tried to make it fun. We want this to be something that's really quick. Like we've already gone through 2 different modules here, and it's been pretty quick. And we haven't gone into detail on them, but it's not going to take much longer. Watching the videos, getting familiarized, maybe doing the calls to action will take a little bit longer. But like we said, about 20 minutes, to go through this associate orientation. So with everything that's been going on, I'm going to stop sharing my screen here. With everything that we have, hopefully this will make my video a little bit smoother. We have the associate orientation, right? That's something that everybody should go through. We're going to encourage actually everybody to be able to go through this because we want you to know what your new team members have that opportunity to go through. We have the widget that's going to show that people can get to this associate orientation. We've cleaned up the training so that people can get a little bit more training. And we've made it easier for you to be able to get more understanding, get more knowledge, and probably even more importantly, to help you get your new team members to that point as well. So with that, I'm going to ask that we all the whole team come back on, and I'm curious if there's any questions that have been asked throughout this. I know we've been kind of going through and trying to answer them, but are there any unanswered questions? Or I don't know if you've seen comments of people who have been able to go through this already.
Yeah, Nate, let's answer this question. This is a good question. Is this, can we make it available for all the associates?
Yes, we can. So the way that I just showed you how to get here, that's available to everybody. The widget that we have, that's at the top of the hub when someone logs in. That's for new associates up to 90 days. But if you go either on that rotating story that's on the front page right now or under the training tab, you can find it. And we went through, so if you need to rewind, watch the replay, you can see exactly how you can access it, but it's available for everybody.
Nate, we had another question, but you just answered it. And May was asking, is the widget only seen till 90 days for new associates? And you answered that. It is, but all the training behind it's available for everyone, right?
Correct. Yep, all the training.
Yeah, and we want all of the current associates to go through this onboarding plan because in order for you to guide and direct your new associates to this, it's good for you to know what's there. So we want all of you to go through it. And as you do, we're going to any associate. Did you already say this, Nate? Maybe I'm stealing your thunder. Maybe any current associate that goes through the onboarding and finishes by the end of August, we're going to send a free product to you. So yeah, right? Like that's pretty big time. So we want all of the associates to go through this. We want you to experience it. I think you might learn a couple of things. But we also want your feedback. So as you're going through it, we want you to be able to share your feedback with us too, so we can continue to make the system better and make it work for your new associates that come on board. So let's do it. It's a lot of great comments today. So this is exciting.
Yeah, that's awesome. And yeah, Josh, you did steal my thunder, but that's okay. I think you delivered it very well.
I didn't talk about the new associates though.
That's true. Yeah. So every associate who gets through this orientation, just the associate orientation part, by the end of August, you get a prize. And everybody who you get, all of your new associates, if they complete it within their first 30 days, they will also get a prize as well. So we're encouraging you to encourage your new team members to jump on here. And then again, that's why we want you to go through it, so you know what they're going to experience. And then that way, if they have any questions, you can then answer those questions for them.
Yeah.
But I love that. Yes, International. I love that name. Yeah, it is a system that's set to success for sure.
The free product seems to excite people, so that's good.
I'm going to go do it right after we get done with this call so I can get one too.
I like it.
Okay. Any other questions that you see?
No, just a lot of yeses and awesomes. So I think we've got it. There we'll be following up. Obviously, as Nate said, from the communication side, we'll be following up with the teams and the leaders to make sure everybody's familiar with this, and also we'll be engaging with new associates so that they know that this tool is there for them to get started quickly. So it's a team effort with you and us. We're all in to help you and them be successful. So let's go. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
So share this training. So if you're watching on Facebook, tag your teammates, right? Or send them a direct message. If you're watching on YouTube, you can use that link or whatever it is. Get the information out, and put in the chat. Put like your favorite emoji of who's going to complete your orientation today. Whether you're new or not, it doesn't matter, right? Like Josh was saying, you are going to learn something new and exciting. Steph and Nate already committed. I am. I guess Josh and we both have to do it too, right? Like we're all going to do it today. So let's go.
Let's do it.
Awesome.
No time better than now.
Awesome. May said me. May's doing it too.
I love it.
Let's go.
Okay, we'll be in touch, everybody. Be on the lookout. We'll be reaching out. Reach out to us if you have questions. And yeah, let's do this. Thanks so much for your time.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.